And he treats his walkthroughs as practices, so they can always get their work done.
Zubac gets the scoring started tonight.
Well, it's kind of like me trying to broadcast without UBA and Stan Van Gundy, but somehow, some way, they have gotten it done. Great coaching. This team defensively has been locked in all season.
Got a back-to-back, home last night against Golden State, on the road tonight against the Suns in the week before the All-Star break is Terrence Mann, who has been electrifying this year for the Clippers. And Crowder with a free throw to try to cap off a 4-point trip down the floor. He cannot.
I love what Nick Batum did right there, Grant, against the switch. Instead of trying to put the ball down and back Chris Paul in and be vulnerable to a steal.
Going right back to that play.
To Zubac and a foul. He throws it down and one. The Clippers bench was irate, understandably. Jackson, a little sidestep, floater no, but right there for the follow is Zubac.
And I like that action right there for the Clippers.
They can either get into their pull-up or their little floater, or they've got the lob.
Bridges comes up empty. Good look there from Booker. And now Paul sets it up with Ayton. Probing, Paul, tough shot. Zubac the rebound.
Is set to have an MRI on his right elbow on the February 24th. And if all is clean, sources told me they expect the star to go through approximately a 2-week ramp-up period. If there are no setbacks, George could return as early as the second week of March.
That'd be big news for the Clippers coach.
Well, it sure would. Surprisingly,
he's been playing great. He's been asked to carry a heavy burden, minus George and Leonard. That's another three down. Nicholas Batum hits again. Payton, no crossover. Payton leaves it. McGee can't finish it. That was Zubac there disrupting.
Zubac has been, it's a big 4 minutes for the Clippers right here. They've got to stay in this game, not let this run get bigger.
That was Paul who tapped it to Johnson. Here's Bridges now. Crowder, he'll let one fly in and out. Man, that was halfway down just a few years ago. With the 2 games coming up here tonight and Wednesday, the Clippers will have 61 games before All-Star weekend.
Who was the leader of that Tri-City Blackhawks team?
Who was that, Stan, in 1950? That was Grant's first year in the NBA. And gives it up, and Zubac. Two-handed jam.
Great steal by Bridges, but you said it best. Look, Ty Lue has this team playing well, believing, and he says, look, every game is like a playoff game for them. Playing well, believing, and he says, look, every game is like a playoff game for them. With the positioning and what's happening in the Western Conference, so they have to be blue-collar desperate.
To turn the ball over carelessly and let the Clippers get out in transition for easy ones.
Jackson, hounded by Bridges, gets by him. The floater, no good. Zubac puts it in.
But you notice the Suns get a quality shot every time down the floor, miss or make. Not the case with the Clippers. Every time down the floor, miss or make. Not the case with the Clippers.
Zubac had it knocked out of his hand. Morris now, shot clock is at 8. Morris, a tough three. Oh, he rattles it home.